Hey everybody, this is Tracy Allen, aka the Cremation Lady. Today's message came from me going to an event where one of my former co-workers was speaking at his church. He got into a terrible accident a couple of years ago, and it just inspired me to share this with you. So if you're over 50, take heed to what I'm about to share with you. And you might already be doing this. It's okay. I'm going to reemphasize the importance of doing this. But I went to his church where he was speaking, and he looked so good. I haven't seen him in person in the past couple of years. My coworker, he got into a terrible electric bike accident where the bike went into some rocks and it did something where it just kind of, he hit a fence that had a pole and fence pole, all of that stuff. And when he hit that pole, the bike hit the pole. He said he was only like at 10 miles an hour, but it like threw him up in the air. He came down on his back and he's been messed up ever since. He talked about how he was on pace to making he was looking at almost $500,000 in the year from what he was doing at that time. He had just bought this and that for the house and for the car and all of this stuff that he was doing and planning for an amazing future with his wife and his family. And all of a sudden this accident happens and the job that he had working with us, gone. His ability to do anything that he used to do, gone. He is paralyzed. He just now started being able to use his arms or his hands a little bit over the past maybe year or so. But he's bound to this wheelchair. But he still has this amazing spirit. And he spoke about, at his church, he spoke about, I'm going to put it up on the screen because I got to go back and remember what Bible verse that he spoke of. A lot of things that you read in the Bible, if you follow what was being said, it just makes a lot of sense when you can apply some of these principles to real life. Even if you're not a believer, there's just things that make sense. So anyway, what happened though is I sat there listening to him and looking at the support, because this was his first time speaking since that accident, speaking in public since that accident. And what I got from it, just kind of looking around the church and seeing the family that came out to hear him, the church members that were there, us, his former co-workers, I thought about the fact that it's so important as we continue to age to not only have your plan put in place, but have a community in place. Community. And what do I mean by that? Maybe you're not a churchgoer. What group of people can you count on if you needed people to help you to get through something big? And again, especially as we continue to get older, if you don't have any family, if you don't have any friends, what can you do so that if you need a community for whatever reason, what can you do to implement one? So I want you to think about this. If you don't already have family, friends, community, church, and stuff like that, start thinking about things that you enjoy doing. And maybe get involved in some group activities, some different things that you enjoy in life that have other people that enjoy it as well. So that if you're missing, let's say you're not showing up to anything, there's somebody that can think about you and say, hey, let me check on so-and-so to see how they're doing, to see if they need any help. Like I said, for me, as I watched my friend, he spoke, and just there were so many of us that were there to support him. And there's other people that I know that if they get into serious trouble, there are people that will be there to support them. And I believe I have a good community as well. But it made me think about, do I have enough in my community to support me if something happens to me? And I'm not talking about just death. Like when I got breast cancer, oh my goodness, my beloved was there to help me. My kids, my son was a truck driver at the time, and so he was traveling and hardly ever at home. But when he would come home, he would massage my feet because I have neuropathy in my hands and feet. So he would take some cold ice water and get his hands cold and massage my feet and hands. And it was just the best. I love that so much. I could use that right now because my hands and feet still bother me. But my daughter, she was overseas seeing if the guy that she thought she was in love with was going to be her husband. And turns out that, hey, listen, that worked out. They've been married now coming up on 8 years. And so I didn't have any family here, but like I said, my beloved was here. And then I had friends that would come by and check on me and, bring me things and just look out for me. And so that means the world to me, and it meant the world to me at that time. So I'm just saying, for yourself, even if it's just 3 people, try to find a group of 3 folks that you can reach out to and say, hey, if you haven't heard from me, please check on me. If you pass away and you don't have any friends or family, but you got at least 1 to 3 people that will be able to look out for things that may be of importance to you. Like if you don't have any family, I guess there's nothing you want to leave anybody, but maybe you want to leave it to a friend. I don't know. But I don't know. This was just on my heart. So maybe somebody's going to get something from this that I didn't quite say the right way. I don't know, but I'm putting it out there. I'm not going to do a lot of editing to try to recalibrate what I've said. What was on my heart is being said. And for those of you that needed to hear this message, then by golly, you're going to hear this message. And for those of you that may be in a good enough position, maybe you'll share this message with someone else and it will bless someone else. So that's just how life works. All right. I will share something with you next week because, like I said, there's always so many different things I want to share, but just finding the time to sit down and do all the videos, I just don't have it in me. But I am getting this video done this Sunday before 5 o'clock so that I can fulfill my goal of what I said I was going to do last week. So here we go. If there is something that you want me to share, please let me know about it. Okay. Sometimes some of you have things that you'd like for me to talk about, but I don't know that if you don't tell me. So let me know if there's something that you would like for me to touch on and give my perspective, give information on or what have you. All right. And I'll definitely look into it. So anyway, have an amazing week and amazing life and get your planning done. Thank you so much for stopping by. This is Tracy Allen, aka the Cremation Lady. Ciao for now.